Yo, 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 what is good, chat? What's happening? Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to the open gym. What is good? Excuse me. So, for the last game of Utah, we got a skeleton crew out here. No Kingston, no Asa, no Zuby, no Keyshawn. He is out with a hip injury, but the excuse me, those other guys are out with they're just out for rest. Excuse me. So Vasar will be, excuse me, god damn. No Kobe, Gabe, Madison, no Zuby, no Asa, no Kingston. That is all that's missing for the Hawks. Excuse me, Chad. My puppy just pulled up. So starters for Atlanta's Ray J, Isaac McKinley, Devin Higgs, Jacob Toppin, and Henry Vassar. All right, Chad, let's get to it. So tip off, no Kingston, no Asa, no so Henry Vassar is showcasing his talents. Excuse me. We'll have Jacob Toppin out there still. You know, you want to watch. So I believe we have a illegal screen maybe. So we have a turnover quick to start the game. A true sicko watch along prayer between Vasar corner short, but be a good game for Vasar. I can feel it. Folks gonna be talking about Vasar and him not he's gonna be a steal of the draft, I guarantee it, and this game is gonna be a showcase of that. Alright. Like I said, no Cam Boozer. It doesn't look like I think Cam is though. No Cedric Coward either. That's what I was thinking of. They didn't really draft anybody other than Cam, I feel like. Vasar. Oh wow, foul. That's a late foul. But good first effort right there for Vasar. I think we've all been saying his name wrong though. I've been saying Vasir, but it looks definitely like Vasar. Now that the announcer pronounced it, I get it. I've been saying it wrong. So, chat, my apologies if it's lagging. No, don't know why the Wi-Fi acting up. We got a steal for Atlanta. McNeely brings it up, gets it to Vasar. Vasar through the lane with power. He throws it down. Like I said, this is gonna be an opportunity for Henry to showcase his talents and what he will bring to the table. Like I said, the floor could have been a little too crowded when Vasar was out there. I just think with the right lineup, he'll be utilized perfectly. That's gonna be a jump ball. Way to get on the floor, Henry. But yeah, he had a great game. I think against Mara, he did just well. I think he showcased enough strength to be able to battle with some younger guys, maybe some guys that are somehow smaller than him at the five, if he gets playing time with the big league team. So, but I guarantee you he's gonna get minutes. he's definitely gonna get minutes with the big league team, probably early on. Him and Zuby are gonna be utilized with the big league team pretty early, cause between Moge and Asa, I think obviously Jalen starting at the four. You'll have Moge and then Asa, Newell, and who knows? Asa, they picked up the last year of his contract, so I mean, as much as we love Mo, we're kind of deep at the four. But yeah, I don't really want to see Mo go. So I really hope Atlanta doesn't make any trades. I think I would be fine if they stand pat. I think they will have to cut one person maybe or shed somebody's excuse me contract. Don't mean to be coughing into the mic, but golly, just catch me out of nowhere. Sheesh. All right. So it will be interesting to see what Atlanta does roster wise. As Memphis knocks down that triple, they get their first bucket of the game. It's 3-4. Atlanta's off to a pretty good start, but they turn the ball over right there. Taylor Hendricks winds up with the ball. He drives on Vassar. They swing it. There we go. Jacob Toppin gets the rebound and gets the ball poked away from him. There we go. Dennis from three, no good. I'd kind of like to see the Hawks play through Vassar. I know they got guys trying to make the team still out there. Ray J's already on a two-way. So is Keyshawn Gilbert. But I will be interested to see if, as Memphis knocks down that three from the wing, to see if Ellie Njai will play. He's been out. He hasn't showcased, or he hasn't been available. No look from Ray J. Almost finds Jacob Toppin. So Memphis takes the lead with those back-to-back threes. Yeah, they let him shoot a warm-up jumper right there, but it's all good. All right, chat. It's gonna be an interesting game. I'm not gonna say bad because it probably might be good as Atlanta runs that inbound play to perfection and Toppin gets an easy two. So it's evened up here thanks to Jacob Toppin's bucket. It's good defense from Vassar right there. Yeah, that's great defense all around. Jacob from the corner, no good. That's a good look though. That was a good seal by Memphis's big man. I'm not sure who they got down there running center for them. I didn't pay attention to their starting lineup. So 5 minutes ago, a little under or over 4 minutes have been played. Vassar from three. That's what you love to see. It could have been a two, but not. They say it's a three. That's what you like to see. All right, chat. Let's go. So Atlanta takes the lead 9-8. Chat. Henry Vassir knocks down his triple to give himself 5 points. Like I said, chat, it should be Henry Vassir's game tonight. As Vassir is leading the way for Atlanta. He has 5 points to start it off. But I'll be interested. I'll be interested to see who plays. No Zuby, no Kingston, no Keyshawn, no Kobe. and no Gay Madsen and no Ace Newell. So um, Mayo could get some run. I'm not quite sure who that brother is. Isaiah Wong will probably get some burn. Probably similar players that played last game. Um, Obviously, other than the main guys, but I think what's his name, Njai will probably make his summer league debut. I would assume. They got. I'm trying to see brother's name, but Knox. I don't have their full names on deck, but no Cam Boozer for Memphis either. I don't know if they're going to Vegas. I'm not sure if they are or not. If they are, would make sense. If they're not, wouldn't make sense why they don't have Cam Boozer playing. So I really don't think there's gonna be a championship or like playoffs in this Utah summer league. But I think Atlanta is one of the few teams that are going to Utah and Vegas. So I'm glad. I'm just glad, man. It's more basketball for us. So although the main guys aren't running, still appreciative of watching Hawks hoops. As Isaiah Wong is in. Like I said, Ellie Njai has made his debut. So Memphis takes the lead out of that timeout. It's up 10-9. So it's Isaiah Wong, Jacob Toppin, Ellie Njai, Henry Vassar, and that's probably Knox. Oh yeah, Vassar, go to work. Somehow, some way, Jacob Toppin gets that 3-point play opportunity. So Toppin gets that layup to go, kind of cut when Vassar was backing his way into the paint, but we'll take it. We'll take it, Chad. So this is a 1-for-1 opportunity. I say that because the free throw rules have changed for summer league. I'm not a fan of them. It's one free throw for all fouls. So if it's a 3-point foul, it's one shot. If it's 2-point foul, it's one shot. Obviously, it's one. It's an and one. It's a 1 point. Isaiah Wong picks the passing lane and he gets that steal, gets the layup up. But oh my God. Isaiah Wong smokes the initial layup. Corin gets the rebound and he gets fouled on the putback attempts. So, alright, alright, Chad, 12-10. We'll see what this lineup is talking about. The guy Isaiah Wong, Jacob Toppin out there. Um, Mayo, Corin, if I'm pronouncing his name correctly. Ellie Njai defends. He creates the miss. Atlanta gets them bored. Isaiah Wong pushes it up. Got Jacob Toppin on the cut. He almost gets another and one, but he'll shoot 1 for 2 now. So it's 12-10 as Jacob Toppin is putting in work. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he grabs that last two-way spot. I think Atlanta has one more. If I'm not mistaken, they got one more two-way spot. As they showcase Kingston Fleming's stats, he got 13.7 assists, 2.5 steals, and 1.5 blocks throughout those 2 games that he played. So I think it was a small sample size, obviously, with those 2 games, but I think it is. I mean, obviously, it's still Summer League 2, so very, very small sample size. 2 games in a Summer League atmosphere. Doesn't really tell you the whole story, but it's a good kind of, I guess, eye test to see how he'll fit amongst the big league squad. So It's definitely positive. I think a lot of Hawks fans are feeling the Kingston Flemings pick at number 8, especially last night. Zuby Ejiofor outperformed Ade Mora. That was the 23rd pick that we got. So, ooh, that was nasty. That was disgusting. 11-2 run for Atlanta to take a 7-point lead to 17-10. 8-0 run in the last minute 20 seconds. This Toppin pushes the pace. The defense is all back though. Um, as he crosses over, he gets fouled, and Hawks are in the bonus, so he'll shoot another 2 for 1. Like I said, I don't like the free throw rule. Just not a fan of it. So Jacob is now leading the way scoring wise. He has 7 points. As Henry Vassar is on the bench taking a breather. Um, Ellie Njai making his summer league debut. He hasn't played until today. So um, he had a season-ending injury last year. He was a late. I think he got actually picked up after the draft, so he was undrafted um, out of I believe Spain. So he played for the Skyhawks for a little bit, but unfortunately had a season-ending injury pretty early on in the season. So didn't really get to see too much of Ellie Njai. I think he even came to the big league roster and watched a couple games on the bench. But yeah, unfortunately went down in the G League. There's a lot of injuries in the G League last year, unfortunately. Um, and Folly Dante, Ellie Njai. Charles Bassey didn't get hurt in the G League, but Jacob Toppin got hurt in the G League last year. Well, that could have been in a big league game, but I don't remember. I just know he got hurt. It's tore his labrum. That's a charge. Great, great footwork by Jacob Toppin to get in the way there of Taylor Hendricks to create a turnover, and that is going to be a timeout from somebody. It's 19-10, 2:48 left in this first quarter. It's a pretty good game, Jack. Can't lie. Jacob Toppin has made it interesting. He's holding it down with the bench unit right now, leading the way. Nobody else has scored except Jacob Toppin, Henry Vassar, and I gotta look at his brother's name, Zeke Mayo. So Zeke Mayo has put in a three. Corin, if I'm mispronouncing his name, forgive me, chat. But I gotta find his first name. I know that's probably gonna be easier. Come on, bro. Every time I go to him, it says Eric. That's crazy work. That is crazy. So Cohen has 4 rebounds, so that's a good thing. He's leading that category for the Hawks off the bench too. So that's impressive. My puppy knocked out. But yeah, other than that, I mean, they got the lead. Oh, excuse me. Devon Higgs got 2 for sure. He has some free throws. So excuse me, that's not all who scored. There's one more. But yeah, other than that, man, it's on to Vegas. It's on to Vegas, and that starts July 9th. So Atlanta's first game is the 9th, I believe, at 5 p.m. Eastern. I believe that's going to be at 5 p.m. Eastern. So they take on the Spurs. That'll be the first game that'll kick off the Vegas Summer League for the Hawks. Excuse me. They start at 4:30. They start at 4:30, and that game will be on ESPN2. If you don't know where to find this game is on Amazon Prime. It's on NBA TV, League Pass, or ESPNU. So they got these Utah games on. They are going over Kingston Fleming's accolades: FIBA Gold in 2018, Mr. Basketball in Texas in 25, second team All American last season at Houston, the number 8 draft pick. So, well established I'm definitely interested to see how he's gonna fit the big league and how soon he makes an impact on the team. Which I think he'll make an impact pretty swiftly by the way he's played in the summer league. He definitely seems as Isaiah Wong buries that triple is 22-10. Hawks continue their run. It's been a game of runs this summer league. It's the story of basketball, but it's definitely been the story of the Hawks summer league. As Memphis finally answers back, they hit a triple of their own, so they nullify that last three. Atlanta's off to a good start. This is one of the games where they haven't started slow. As Ellie Njai cannot knock down that triple. The rim was shaking, so I'm gonna blame it on the rim shaking. Oh, Isaiah Wong almost there to pick off that passing lane. Isaiah Wong is somebody I'd probably like the Skyhawks to pick up at the very least. They hopefully keep some guys around. And Quinn's son look just like his daddy, boy. Goddamn. 22-13. But yeah, if y'all didn't catch it, this game's on ESPNU Prime and NBA TV. If y'all want to watch along, just make sure to mute those announcers. These ones aren't that great. No shade to them, chat. No shade to them, but not my preference. So that's gonna be Atlanta. Nope, Memphis basketball. Here we go. Higgs gets the block. He gets it up the floor, and man's Knox is not quite looking. There you go. Cohen gets the breakup and he gets the steal. Corner, Isaiah Wong, triple. We good. 25-13. Atlanta is 4 of 8 shooting wise. Like I was saying, the other two games been a horrible start to the first quarter. So it's good to see Atlanta get off to a decent start shooting wise. It's really been shooting. They have not been getting anything to go consistently those first two games, but seems like they found their flow. I think it's also Memphis not having their guys as well. So summer league, baby. What can I say? That's what I love about it too, bro. It's just pure hoops, dog. It's not quite college, but it's just like feels like a step above. So sometimes you'll get spectacular performances, and sometimes you'll get games where there's not really any star names, not necessarily star potential on the floor, just some really good basketball. So honestly, as a kid, that's why I used to love watching summer league, just just cause man, Orlando summer league. I think they still went to Utah, um, Vegas. I used to be in love with Vegas Summer League because I used to be out there sometimes because my grandma stayed out there. So Vegas Summer League kind of holds a special place in our heart. Maybe one day we'll start as McNeely knocks down that triple. Maybe one day we'll get out to Vegas and do live streams from a Summer League. One day, chat. One day. It's definitely on the to do list. So 28-15, Hawks are up by 13 here. 20 seconds left in this first quarter. But yeah, I love summer league. I don't know why. I don't know how somebody. I don't. I can see why people don't watch it. I could just see how you don't could not just be okay with extra basketball. I love this shit, man. I love this shit. That triple's no good for Memphis, and it's a 13-point lead going into the second quarter, 28-15. You love to see it. It's led by Jacob Toppin dropping 9. Henry Vassar has a quick 5, and he kind of not got yanked, but he just caught a breather. Not really sure what his cardio is gonna be looking like, but other than that, I think he should have a pretty dominant game. Um, Isaiah Wong dropped 6 off the bench, and that's probably the only bright spot. Zeke Mayo has 3. Um, well, Cohern has 4 rebounds and 2 steals, so it's good to see that. Isaiah Wong has been picking the passing lane too as well. So Atlanta turning defense to offense. That's why they do have a lead. of 13 here, just kind of cutting off Memphis's possessions and turning it into points. So Atlanta getting out rebounded surprisingly. Not surprisingly. Memphis also has a 7 footer. So also Atlanta doesn't have Zuby Ejiofor, and they also don't have what's it called, Ace So Taz, I appreciate you. The Looney Tune, welcome to the open gym, brother. I appreciate that sub. I greatly appreciate it. I greatly appreciate everybody who has hit the follow button, hit the sub button, hit the. I think that's all those. I think it's all the buttons, chat. But I appreciate everybody who has hit those. It means a lot building this channel. So I appreciate everybody who has, and if you haven't, if you too shy, don't be too shy. Go ahead and smash that follow, that sub button. I greatly appreciate y'all on whichever platforms everybody's tuning in on. So we have Atlanta versus Memphis, and Atlanta is up by 13. No Cam Boozer, no Kingston Flemings, no Asa. Like I said, no Zuby, no Gabe Matson, no who have I not said? No Keyshawn Gilbert. So for Atlanta, it's kind of empty on their end. For Memphis, it's still kind of empty, but Carlos Boozer still in attendance. Evan Sasa. What's that? Even Sasa? Can oh so weak. I haven't. I watched a little bit of their first game as McNeely knocks down the triple from range, 31-15. Oh man, Hawks are gonna have some good problems, and I mean that they're gonna have some choices to make. But I don't know, man. I watched some of their game against OKC, and they beat OKC pretty easily that first game. Cam Boozer had a good game. I think Taylor Hendricks had a good one. Cedric Coward had a good game. So they had a good first game, and then when they played Utah, it was close for a little bit, but in the regular season, yeah, they just didn't have job, bro. They were dookie last year, and they were tanking, so it paid off for them. They got a top 3 pick, so it pays off. I don't know if it will in the future, but excuse me. Hopefully Memphis will turn it around. I'm from Tennessee, so I'm not quite a Memphis fan, but I'll support from afar. I'll never truly hate Memphis, but I'll never admit that to my Memphis homies. It's up for life. As Vasir tried to block that lob, but unfortunately commits a foul there on Lovering, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. But the other stat battles, Atlanta's up shooting free throws as well. They're shooting 4 or 5. So with the new free throw rule, it definitely cuts free throws down, but I'm just not a fan. Call me old school, call me all y'all want. Yeah, there you go, Henry. As Henry was playing his man, but also played that help defense quite well. And that's the stuff you like to see right there. That's just beautiful. See, if he had Zuby there, he's all right. If he had Zuby there, it's all right. But we don't have Zuby. Which fan am I? I'm a fan of the Atlanta Hawks, so they are up 31-19 right now. So as you can see, the Atlanta fan runs tried and true in this household as I don't know what brother just got that bucket, but he got a tough bucket at the rim. I don't like when people call the cup. I just don't like it. I don't know why. It's just cringe to me, I guess, as the kids would say. A moving screen, and that's what we're talking about right there. That is what we're talking about. So it's gonna be a turnover on Memphis as they get called there for that Gortat screen. Kept Vassir about the way. Vassir probably would have sent that shot. As Vassir's playing, Vassar, excuse me. See, I fell into the rhythm of calling him Vassir, but I believe his name is Vassar. That's how you pronounce it. I mean, that's what it looks like. I'm not gonna lie. As Vassar gets that almost wing, the elbow, post up, and that three from Devon Higgs is a bucket. I would think Devon Higgs is the one that got the last layup too. That foul was offensive, sir. 36-19. How many picks get the Hawks for next season? Um, I'm not sure how many picks they have next season. That's a good question. I would not be able to give you the exact number, but I believe they own their own pick starting this year or next year. So they have their own pick. So for sure, one. As Vassar almost gets that putback to go, that reverse putback is going to be tough when he can power through that. When he can power through that chat, that's going to be a tough look. He gets the offensive board one handed, and yeah, Taylor Hendricks was quick to get it. But if Vassar gets when he gets quicker to get to the rim, Vassar's three no good. McNeely probably could have put that back, but we had two Atlanta Hawks going for it. Ray J. Dennis trying to get past him. Yeah, he probably got lucky he didn't get called for a foul. Ray J. Dennis handling the rock. They they played a little too far off on him. Henry Vassir was able to kind of poke that offensive rebound away, and it fell right into our man's. Is it Zeke? We don't got 4K on this TV chat. It's not as clear. It's 1080p over here still. Hey. 21-38, 17-point game for Atlanta. 6:39 to play. Good move. Dennis gets to the elbow, picks up the dribble. Vassar gets it, hand off to Ray J. Ray J gets fouled. Like I said, man, it's summer league ball, bro. It's summer league ball. It's not gonna be quite the most entertaining at all times, but damn, it's still one. I don't know what my man's Knox first name is. Vassar out there. Cooper, I believe, is the guy out there. He's 6'11". That's Memphis is big. That three is good. It's 24-38 now. Memphis cuts it to 14. Ray J. Dennis wasn't feeling that screen, I guess. So a little over 5.5 minutes in the second quarter as Cooper lines up the triple and he knocks it down. It's an 11-point game now, 27-38. 8-0 run for Memphis. Now game of runs, chat. Atlanta cannot wind up on the end of a huge run, so I gotta look at that. Ray J is playing questionable. Jacob Toppin gets the floater up. Stays here on Atlanta's end. So Vassir playing well. Looks like he's gonna catch a breather. Man, we got summer league basketball, Chad. That's the best way I can put it to you. A little under 5.5 minutes left in the second quarter. Um, I mean, without Kingston, without Zuby, without Asa, it's not quite really too much to pay attention to because it's you don't know how many of these guys are going to be around. I feel like some of these guys are definitely going to earn contracts to the Skyhawks, and depending how the two-way situations go, um, might get opportunities. But a couple guys I'd probably keep an eye on. I would definitely like to see McNeely around. He has 6 points. Jacob Toppin, obviously, we've kind of seen what he's capable of. Um, Obviously, he's able to contribute to the big league as well. So, Vasar is obviously sticking around. Ray J. Dennis, I believe, is on that two-way contract. Keyshawn Gilbert's on that two-way contract. So, Kobe Johnson can earn it. Obviously, I think he might still be playing with these Skyhawks. I don't know if he's under contract, but he can still be around Atlanta. Um, but yeah, it's not really too much to get excited about because you just don't know who. Well, you get excited watching the game. It's good. Oh, you got Quinn Snyder at the. Okay, hold on, chat. Let's listen in, chat. Alien Jack gets it up. Can't get it to go though. It's a good look for Memphis, but Isaiah Isaiah Wong just got swatted. But yeah, Quinn Snyder's getting interviewed right now. He's talking about Kingston Fleming's from range from Memphis, no good. Toppin got hit upside the head grabbing that board. Quinn is definitely gonna give straight politically correct answers on this broadcast. So Isaiah Wong gets the triple up, can't get it to go. Njai tries to poke it away, but the ref's not falling for that. So Quinn obviously has high praise for Kingston. That's what all the broadcasters want to know about. Obviously, probably, maybe we'll ask about Zuby. Um, if they were good at their jobs, they would ask about Zuby, Asa, and the development. Toppin turns it over. They get the layup. Yeah, Chad, my fault. I'm not just being quiet. I'm listening to Quinn Snyder, so I'm locked in. But it's 39-29. Um, Atlanta misses that three. They've gone scoreless. I feel like for at least three possessions now. And Memphis is getting right back into this game before halftime. A little under 3 minutes to be played here in the second quarter. Atlanta finally gets something to go. 42-31. I think he had a Falcon hat on. I saw the NFL pin. I think it was the Falcons. I hope it was. 42-31. 11-point game still. 2.5 minutes to play in the second quarter. Can turn that down. Yeah, you farted, didn't you? My puppy got the worst gas, bro. It stinks so bad. It's brutal. But Summer League underway. Last Summer League game in Utah for the Atlanta Hawks. So, Vegas. All eyes on Vegas. Obviously, top five picks are going to get all the attention. But you know what? Congrats to them. But we not paying attention to nothing like that. We got Zuby and we got Kingston Flemings. We got Asa going to Summer League, I'm pretty sure, in Vegas. Not sure how much they'll play, but I do know in Vegas there is, playoffs, championships, and, all that. So it's a tournament more so in Vegas. I'm not really sure what this is. This could be just a showcase or something. But I know they got one in California too. I don't know why they got rid of the one in Orlando. Because only four teams are playing here, and I think travel maybe. I think that's why they kept it. They want to keep it all in one area. They got California, Utah, and Vegas. So I guess the West Coast can take summer league. They need to they need to keep the in season tournament over here on the East Coast then for sure. Should definitely be the case. Okay, so we got a little trade. Shams is bringing us the news. Karis LeVert is going to Milwaukee for Torian Prince and Gary Harris. They're also sending two second round picks to Milwaukee. So I hope I didn't repost that shit. I did not want to do that, but we here, chat. All right, so second quarter, 2 minutes to play. It's Isaiah Wong, Isaac McNeely, Henry Vassar. Yeah, brother, it was a little late, but Vassar is going to pull that trigger anyway. He knocks down the three. He now has 8 points, 45-34. Hawks lead back up to 11 after that Henry Vassar triple. It's a good find by McNeely. Thought it was a little late, but still found him. Doesn't matter. It's Toppin pokes it away. Isaiah Wong gathers that rebound. Excuse me. Jacob Toppin going to take advantage of the mismatch. Post fade. Look good. Just was not able to connect there. Almost gets the from behind the steal. And Memphis is big is not able to gather that pass. 45-34. It's a minute and some change left to go in the second quarter. So halftime is coming up. Let's see if Atlanta can stay up double digits. Basar slips. Get, gets poked loose. as Higgs is there to regather it. He just takes the big to the bucket, gets fouled. Easy work. Easy work. So it's gonna be a 1 for 2, chat, or a 2 for 1, and not what I'm talking about. Shot clock wise, I guess 1 for 2. It's a 1 for 2. That's phrased better. 1 for 2. I'm not a fan of the free throw rule. I'm gonna say that multiple times, so I apologize. But we got some. I got a timeout. So Atlanta's in a bonus for the last couple seconds of the first half. But yeah, free throw rule. You get one shot for 2 point shots, 3 point shots, and obviously and ones. So we'll see how fans like it. I really hope. I know, bro. I know. I don't mean to be mean. It's not my intentions to be mean, but like it's just like, bro, don't nerd out basketball, bro. Don't nerd out basketball, but just leave it at 2 free throw attempts or maybe 3 if you get fouled on a 3 point shot. Please don't nerd this shit out, bro. Please. It's not what that's not what we need. That's not how you speed up the game. Cut out the TV timeouts. Maybe think about that. That's just a thought. Maybe cut out the national anthem. That's just a thought. Speed up the game. But who am I? I'm just a fan, chat. But yeah, a multiple. I think there's multiple options if they want to speed up the game. They can do other than this silly free throw rule change. So hopefully it sticks in the summer league. Max, take it to the G League, but don't bring that to the big league, please. Atlanta full court pressing. They're up by 13. Should probably be about maybe 2 or 3 possessions left. Got 40 seconds. As Vassar gets switched on Hendricks. Hendricks puts a 3 up that's short. It's the front of the rim. Atlanta, they're able to can get a 2 for 1 here. And if Vassar kind of would have stopped moving, but it was a good Gortat screen. But he got cleared the lane for Isaiah Wong. They called that one for Vassar on the defensive end, so probably had to call that one on him on the offensive end. So Atlanta turns the ball over. They'll get the ball back though. So about 7 seconds separating the game clock and shot clock. So Hendricks tries to drive. McNeely's mismatched on that big. Atlanta does a great job helping, but Memphis gets the collection. So it's still 11 points, 47-36. Isaiah Wong drives. Shot almost went in, but so yeah, Atlanta's good first quarter helps out here as they build on that and they go into the second half up 11, 36-47. Um, Jacob Toppin is the leading scorer with 10, but Henry Vassar is right behind him, Chad. So you like to see that. Henry Vassar is the only young guy from this year's draft out there for Atlanta. Zuby and Kingston are out for back-to-back rests. And I know it's weird. They're young. They're 19, 20 years old. But Atlanta is going to Las Vegas. They are going to Vegas. So that's a reason to probably rest them because that starts the 9th. So it starts in 2 days. We'll get a break tomorrow. But we'll be back at it July 9th at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time to take on the Spurs, whoever the Spurs bring out. It'll be interesting to see who the Spurs bring out, obviously, because they made the finals. So I think Carter Bryant should play for the Spurs, and wouldn't be a surprise if he did. There's Carter Bryant. Don't think Dylan Harper's going to debut in the summer league. Honestly, I think he's well beyond that. I think deservedly so. So no Dylan Harper. I know folks that were crying for Zach to be in the summer league, and I get his sophomore season did not live up to some folks' standards, and I get it. But it's good to hear the front office, and it could be front office talk, but it's good to hear the front office say that Zach is in the plans, and obviously by their actions, they haven't traded him yet. Um, Evan, I appreciate you tuning in to the Open Gym. I appreciate that. If you have, I appreciate the sub. If you haven't, make sure to tune in again and hit that sub button. I greatly appreciate you, my boy. But yeah, um, what was I saying? I lost my train of thought. Yeah, I know folks were crying for Zachary Ricochet to be playing in the summer league, but he's playing FIBA ball right now for France. So he had a pretty good game. Last game, he had 11 and 6 rebounds. I don't know, little man. I don't know. I think I think the latest intel from reports are that the Lakers are still pursuing Kuminga. He has multiple potential suitors, so I think Atlanta was kind of what's the word I'm looking for? They were kind of persistent on not paying him that much money on a 1 year deal, so they didn't pick up his team option. So they kind of just let him walk. I don't think anybody around the league was, interested in paying Kuminga 24 million for 1 year. Um, nah, I don't. I'm not saying Kuminga what he's worth. I'm not saying that. I'm not here to say that. But it will be interesting to see what kind of deal Kuminga can draw from whatever team. Like I said, Lakers have been interested. Um, the Bucks have been a team that has been interested. Yeah, that is sheesh. I mean, but that's all they can offer though. They just gave what's his name the bag, Walker Kessler. They gave that man a a good payday. So they gave Walker Kessler that bag. They gave Austin Reeves that money. So I don't see that pathway for Kuminga to the Lakers, honestly, especially if he wants to start and get paid. So yeah, that's gonna be interesting. Milwaukee, I think, has options to do so if they want to throw him the bag for the rebuild. There's Kuminga there. Um, WNBA All Star reserves got announced. I gotta see that. I gotta check that out. Check. But yeah, um, who's another team? It was the Bucks. I don't think. Oh, the Cavs. The Cavs. But yeah, that Lakers offer is disrespectful to Kuminga in my opinion. So, but I'm very much open minded to Kuminga coming back to Atlanta. Obviously, would be beneficial, but I don't know. I think obviously somebody would have to go. They got 16 players on the roster right now, so obviously I think it would be beneficial again to have that caliber of player on the team. But where he fits would be the question. So unless Atlanta makes some moves to get maybe Corey Kispert up out of there, maybe Buddy Hield and Corey Kispert, maybe a 2-for-1. But in all honesty, it would be interesting to see Kaminga back, maybe starting at the three, and then you put CJ, Dyson, Kaminga, Jalen, on Yucca out there. So it would be interesting. I'm not gonna lie. So we got a couple minutes, but yeah, Kaminga. We'll see, chat. We'll see. I think once LeBron signs, I think the rest of free agency will fall. I think a lot hinges on what LeBron is going to be doing. So around the league, I should say. I really, if Kaminga does leave Atlanta, I hope he does go to the Western Conference, yeah, so he can smoke the Warriors 4 times a year and only play Atlanta twice. So I don't feel like there would be any like hard feelings with Kaminga in Atlanta. They just couldn't come to terms of probably a new deal, and and Atlanta wasn't looking to pay him 24 for 1 year. But that deal in Golden State was supposed to be restructured anyway, so like it's not too much of a big deal that Kaminga in Atlanta couldn't, you know, agree to a new one, or Atlanta didn't want to pay that. So because Golden State wasn't intending to pay that, they were looking to extend Kaminga, but we all know how that went. So, but today, 47-36, 11-point lead on the Grizzlies. Um, I believe Utah, if they win tonight, they're probably gonna have the best record in this Utah Summer League. It'll be first Utah. I believe Atlanta should be second because OKC has yet to win a game. So we'll see if Ade Mara plays. Bennett Sturz plays for OKC, and then we'll see if De'Aaron Peterson plays for Utah. But I know for certain that Utah is going to the Vegas. But let's see, Utah. Oh, so Kings versus Clippers. That's gonna be a game that starts at 11 o'clock though. That's Summer League, baby. Summer League. Um, yeah, Grizzlies are going. OKC's going. So all the teams from Utah are playing in Vegas. So as the second half starts, 47-36. 11-point game. Atlanta's possession. That's Ray J. Dennis operating. He gets to the elbow, just backing down his matchup, but no foul. But Zuby took more lunch money. You not lying. You are not lying, little man. And it has been great discourse on the timelines of Zuby Ejiofor kind of dominating that matchup. It was great to see him showcase his shooting ability too. Although it's not like the most polished shooter, as Henry Vassar collects that offensive rebound, he brings it out, tries to get it to the guard, but that's gonna be Atlanta basketball still. So somebody got to come get the basketball, chat. So timeout from somebody might be a coach's challenge. But 9-10, third quarter just started. But yeah, Zuby was dominant last game. I even liked Vassar's matchups against Ademar. Didn't back down. Didn't really look uncoordinated guarding him. He had some good possessions on Ademar as well. So Zuby and Ademar were both, no, excuse me, Zuby and Henry Vassar were both giving Ademar hell. I really don't care what this challenge turns out to be, but it's been an overall good summer league for Atlanta so far. Like I said, all of these teams that are playing in Utah are going to be playing in Vegas in a couple days. So the loss to Utah wasn't. It's not questionable. They just could not hit the ocean if they were standing on the boardwalk. So it's just tough game. They turned it on in the second half, but it wasn't quite enough. They did go to OT. The end of the fourth quarter was summer league basketball, peak summer league basketball. So we had peak summer league action that first day where they were down by like 6 or 7, excuse me, 6 or 8. I don't remember, but it was a not the closest game with like a minute 30 left, and Atlanta turned on the Jets and tied the game and sent it to OT, but just ran out of gas. But it was a good game, good start to summer league. Kingston didn't shoot the ball that well, but I think Zuby almost had a double double. Asa had a pretty good game. So it was pretty positive overall. And honestly, you're not too worried about the results either. Obviously, if they lose like 50 to like 103, then yeah, it's gonna be questionable. You got to start worrying. Um, or just don't bring any of those guys if they lose that bad. But that wasn't the case. We ain't got to worry about that. So it's gonna be Memphis basketball, which I assumed, but oh well, it's not too big of a deal. Atlanta shooting overall 31% from the field, 45 from three. It's gonna be a foul on Ray J. Dennis as Taylor Hendricks uh, draws the foul. So it's a 9 point game. But yeah, not really too much worried about results, but the process and progress of these guys. As Hendricks gets to the bucket and gets it to go, it's a 7 point game as Toppin is pressured full court by Hendricks. As McNeely receives that pass, Vassar is looking to set a screen. Hey, there we go. He gets to the bucket and one as Henry Vassar set a little goal screen, slipped, and McNeely finds him again for the and one opportunity. You like to see that from Vassar. He's able to just split the defense when he gets the ball in the post and get that bucket through the contact. So knocks that free throw down. You love to see it. And I think it'll be good for him to learn from Jock Landale on Yeka as well, to be that, like, maybe five, like that's able to be a hub on offense. I think he should have a bright future in this league. He'll be the steal of the draft, honestly. Don't think he'll be a Jokic level second round steal, but he's definitely going to probably be a great NBA player. Not like phenomenal, not, like I said, not Jokic level, but he gonna be good, Chad. He gonna be great. So we got a foul on Memphis, got a blocking foul as Higgs was driving baseline. Bro, Ray J just refuses to use screens, Chad. 10 point game. Ray J Dennis is refusing to use Vassar's screens. I'm not sure why. He just does not use them like at all. I don't get it. So 10-point game. Vassar not there for the help defense, but he is there to clean up that miss. But the ball bounces right out of his hands. Hendrick spins. He gets that layup to go. So unfortunate turnover for Atlanta. Memphis had folks right there at the right place, right time. Vassar's three is short. Good look. Like to see him maybe wait for the offense to get in position, maybe get a board or two, because they do have players out there who are capable. Hendricks lines up the triple in and out. It's Jacob Toppin grabs the board. It's 50-42. A little over 7 minutes to play in the third quarter. Atlanta is 1 of 5 from the field, and change that to 2 of 6 as Devon Higgs knocks down that triple. That is his 12th point. He is 3 of 4 from the field. He got 3 rebounds and 2 blocks. So Devon Higgs is making a name for himself. And a lot of the times, folks do not get picked up by the teams they are on the summer league. And Isaac McNeely just runs into the shooter there, and unfortunately fouls him there. So they'll get a 1 for 3 opportunity. Boo. But yeah, a lot of these guys who are fringe roster guys, fringe two ways, that don't get picked up by the teams they're playing for, often get picked up by teams around the league. So hope all these guys get jobs at the end of the day. This Hawks team is pretty good. I think this Utah run will give them a little bit of practice going into the Vegas Summer League, so they kind of might look like a well-oiled machine by that time. And as Memphis gets the 3 up, they get it to go. They cut it to a 10-point game. And OKC might go winless here, but they also could not dominate, but they could just play teams that weren't here or weren't at California. And, play well against those teams because they've played more recent. So it'll be interesting to see what Vegas brings. It's 55-48. It is a 7-point game as Ray J. Dennis looks to be hitting the bench. No timeout. It's just subs as we got a dead ball. It's going to be Memphis basketball as I'm not even going to lie. I'm not sure who these guys are. Like I said, I got 1080p, chat. It's not 4K, so I can't see the last names. It's just blurs. I'm not going to lie to y'all, chat. 1080p does the job, though. Not going to lie. Jacob Toppin, Henry Vassar getting a little 2-man game, and Jacob Toppin drives and gets the foul. So he'll be shooting 1 for 2. But yeah, this Utah run has been pretty exciting, although it's just been 3 games or 2.5 right now. So pretty interesting stuff. Kingston has showcased a lot. Zuby showcased a whole lot. As Toppin misses that 1 for 2. And even Vassar, this game is able to show a lot as Memphis cuts the deficit to 2 points. It's 53-55. They bring it back. Atlanta almost was up 20, but Memphis said, "Nah, bro, we got a little left in the tank still." But Atlanta not shooting well. That's really their thing right now. Unfortunately, the second half has not been quite friendly to them. They've only scored 8 points in about 4.5 minutes. So they need to get back in that category quickly. Shooting 40% overall, 17 of 42 from the field, 41% from 3. Gotta fix this. I can't look to the side like that. But each team has 5 steals, so Atlanta hasn't been able to benefit too much from that. But points off turnovers, that Atlanta has 19 points off turnovers compared to Memphis's 10. But overall rebounding, Atlanta is losing that battle, unfortunately, 26-19. Usually, if Zuby was out there, they'd probably be winning the offensive rebounding battle. But tonight, they're losing 7-11. But Vassar's done a decent job when he has minutes down there. But defensively, it's only a three rebound deficit, 12-15. So not that bad. It's only four in the offensive as well. So not terrible, but they do need to shape it up if they want to get the dub. Got to stop turning the ball over, really, and stop taking bad shots. Not really, they're not really forced, but some possessions are it's a little shaky, chat. But we got the debut of Eli Njai. He's unfortunately not been able to chip in scoring wise. But, good two-way player last year. He got hurt, got him midway. Oh, they got Kareem Lopez, too. I don't think he's played. I don't think he's played the summer league, if I'm not mistaken. Hopefully he gets some burn in what you call it. Hopefully he gets burned in Vegas. Ooh, Toppin almost had a poster. Unfortunately, Toppin gets the ball ripped away from him. Almost had a pretty nice putback. That's gonna be Atlanta basketball. I'll take that right back. All right, chat. Let's see what Atlanta can do here. It's a 2 point game. Let's see if they can stay in the lead. Obviously, the broadcast is paying attention to Cam Boozer, top five pick. Just sitting now, but I'm sure he'll be getting a lot of playing time in Vegas. Pass whipped around Isaiah Wong. Corin just unable to corral that pass. But it's another turnover from Memphis. That was fairly quick. Atlanta back up for 57-53. Atlanta now has 21 points off turnovers as they almost get another turnover there. As Memphis controls that possession, but Toppin gets the missed shot. Still a 4 point game. But he just did it off the easy, bro. Not on purpose, but still. Isaiah Wong floats, creates the contact, and floats in the air for two. 59-53. That was a good move right there. But yeah, Buddy threw it just straight off his face. Just got a foul here. On Zeke Mayo, I believe. So Zeke Mayo, yeah, Zeke was the one who threw it off Buddy Dome, bro. We just threw it off his face, bro. That was hilarious. I can't lie. Buddy did not react either. He just the ball hit him in the face. He said, "All right, another foul," and that's probably gonna go on Ellie Njai. Bro, I'm not gonna say it, bro. I'm not gonna say it. That shit is hilarious, though. I'm just thinking to myself, chat. Oh man, I'm not gonna let that one fly though. I'm gonna keep that internal. I am thinking of some jokes though. I'm not gonna lie. Bucket from a Zeke Mayo. That triple is good. 62-55. Hey, there we go. Miss Lay from. I can't get that. I can't get the image out of my head now. McNeely's three no good. 62-55. Oh, Mel almost gets a steal. Oh man, I'm glad I didn't say it because I'm remembering it totally different. That reference would have not landed. So we got a foul here. I don't know who this little guard is. I'm gonna look, but he been getting to the line quite often. No name tags either. It's crazy. Well, name graphics, housing. All right, housing's been killing Atlanta. Not really, but you got 13. I don't got no info on the boy. It says error every time I hit his name too. Corin unable to corral that post spin, but Atlanta gets it right back. Ellie Njai in the corner for th- three. Let's go. Ellie Njai knocks down his first bucket. He has three. That is a great look. Way to knock that down. He has one assist and one board to go with that as well. Almost has that defensive board, but they kind of fought for it. Same team, fellas, as Hendricks. Not able to connect with any part of the basket there. Airballs that triple is 65-58. So I think Knox is going in 65-58 here. Atlanta's in the bonus. Memphis is also in the bonus. So both teams going to the line if they get fouled. So we'll see McNeely step back, short on that triple, misses everything. Almost a strip there for Ellie Njai. Ellie Njai playing great full court defense right there. 8 seconds. Yo, that's an 8 second violation. Great defense by Ellie Njai to pressure the ball there. Lovering was not able to get the ball up over the timeline in time. I don't know who this coach is from Memphis. Who are you, brother? 65-58. Backcourt violation because the ball was never in Atlanta's backcourt. So can't go backcourt. So Atlanta turns it right back over. Love to see it. Peak summer league action right here, fellas. Ladies and gentlemen, I should say. Don't want to just exclude the ladies if anybody's in here. 65-58. I doubt it though. My analytics do not say they are tuned in. It's all good, chat. No good. They don't like summer league, so it's all good. 65-58. Memphis on the attack. 50 seconds left. That bucket is good. 60-65. Isaiah Wong, nice drive, but he gets that blocked by Lovering. 38 seconds to go. 5 point game. See if Memphis elects to go for a 2-for-1. They definitely got time. Swipe down is called for a foul on Knox. So uh, didn't have to didn't have to dig on that. Probably could have just let his man play defense straight up. Probably would have missed that jumper anyway. So Taylor Hendricks, 9 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 blocks. 65-60, 5 point game for Atlanta. As Hendricks gets that free throw to go, he gets a 1 for 2. Chad, or excuse me, I keep messing it up. It's 2 for 1. And he gets the 2 for 1 to go. The bucket was good, I believe. Isaiah Wong knocked that one down. Knox played good defense, blocked that jumper opportunity, and Atlanta is up 67-62. Chat. So it's peak summer league roster right now. None of the main guys are out there. No Kingston, no Zuby, no Asa. Henry Vassar is holding it down. He has 11, but it's not a team high as Devon Higgs has 14 for Atlanta. Um, Hauser has 15 for Memphis, so they're going back and forth. Kind of low scoring game, 67-62, which is expected. They don't have their main guys, so it's not going to be 100-100 like the Utah game was. But those two games, it was a good look to see Kingston. It was a good look to see Zuby. Zuby dominated that game against OKC. Chat. It was great to see. I know some Hawks fans were adamant on picking Ade Mara. I know some Hawk fans were in between. They weren't, you know, decided on Mara, but it was good to see Zuby Ejiofor, the pick that we got with Cleveland's mid first round pick, outperformed Ade Mara. And it wasn't just Zuby who gave Ade problems, although it was Zuby who was grabbing all the boards. But um, Henry Vassar definitely helped out. Wasn't the main reason again, but he definitely helped out. Definitely made things difficult for Mara. Mara wasn't. He hit a good shot over Vassar, but Vassar had plenty good defensive possessions against him after that. So it's good to see Vassar kind of showcase his skill set right now. Obviously, there's a lot to work on. Richie Saunders, I forget he plays, or excuse me, got drafted to Memphis this year, if I'm not mistaken, or picked up at least. But I'm about to say, damn, he already that old. They showed Memphis's head coach. There we go, Henry. As Henry blocks that shot, that gives him that should be block number 2, if I'm not mistaken. So we got Lovering fouling um, Vassar there. But like I was saying a little earlier, it's good to see Vassar being able to showcase what he's capable of. Obviously not complete. That was a great pass. That was a great pass by McNeely to find. I believe that was maybe, I don't know who caught that. We'll see in a second. It was Knox. Don't know that brother's first name. Vasir grabs the board. He gets fouled. But yeah, obviously Vasir needs to get a little stronger. If he could work on his, maybe quick twitch muscles, maybe get up a little quicker. I know you can't change too much about your quickness, but if he just gets stronger, he's gonna have a good NBA career, I think. He just needs to be able to, like, if you're watching along, he needs to be able to not um, get bumped off his spot like that, even though he got fouled, but still kind of got thrown off big time. If refs are letting him play kind of physical, you don't want him to just be knocked off his spot. Ray J, he's had multiple assists. So I know he knows how to pass the ball. McNeely repositions himself for that triple, knocks it down, puts it back at a double-digit lead for Atlanta, 72-62. He is 3 of 7 from three-point range tonight. He has 9 points. That's where all his points have come from. Vasir got to the shot and blocks that great help defense from Vassar. Yeah, Vassar couldn't really do much but reach there. I think Devon Higgs kind of got beat by Hendricks. That's why they were compromised. So Hendricks at the line for Memphis, and he has 11 points for Memphis. So both teams have knocked down 7 free throws. Atlanta has 2 more than Memphis, though, with 10 attempted. So Atlanta shooting 70%. Hendricks off. The 2 for 1 is no good. Both teams pointing their respective ways because the refs didn't see where the ball or who deflected the ball, but it's going to be staying with Memphis as Lovering gets the inbound pass. 10-point game, fourth quarter here. Vassar is compromised there. Had to guard his man, wasn't quite able to help. And Knox able to get to the rim. Easy work. Ray J. Dennis gets it up, and they get that bucket, no problem. So they put it right back to 10, 74-64 as Memphis is working the ball around. The shot is off, and Higgs grabs the board. He pushes the pace, and he has an open lane, and he gets that one to go and one. He gets the and one opportunity, so Higgs will be going to the line for a 1 for 1. So he's able to lay that up with his left. That's a great job. He is not leading the way scoring wise. Got 14 points. Excuse me, he had 16. He's 5 of 6 from the field, 5 rebounds and 2 blocks. Interesting stuff. Young guys aren't available, so it's gonna be a lot of the G League guys who are making up this summer league roster. A lot of it's mainly G League guys. Henry Vassar is out there, so he's the only draft pick that's out there. He somehow does not get the board, unfortunately, against Cooper. That's questionable. We got to see. It's just some stuff you got to work on, and that's going to be a great fast break play by Devon Higgs as he avoids the defender, and it is 78-64. And we got an 11-2 run. We got a foul on Knox. Not quite sure what that brother's name is, but his first name, excuse me. Excuse me. 78-64. Ray J feeds Vassar kind of late. Vassar unable to get that 3-point play opportunity, but he gets fouled. It's a great find by Ray J. Finally finds Vasir on that little slip, and Vassar going to the line. Vassar got 11 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 block. So they might have said that one of those deflections was a steal instead of a block. So Vassar misses the 2 for 1, so it's 78-64. The game will be going back to regular free throw settings here in a couple minutes, but Toppin unable to get in front of his man, and Cleveland gets an easy bucket. Cleveland playing for Memphis. Isaiah Wong decided to take his matchup, but kind of second guessed that. Devon Higgs, jab step, unable to get that, but almost came away with it. Vassar, but Memphis was able to rip that one away. Can they make it a 9 point? No, it's going to be an offensive foul as Devon Higgs gets fouled as Cooper is there to pick that foul up for Memphis. So they're big gets the foul, trying to rebound the ball, and lands in the bonus. Next foul means free throws. Oh, actually, we're getting free throws right now. So Atlanta gets a 2-for-1 opportunity. I'm not quite sure what the threshold is for regular free throws to be back, but it's probably under 5 minutes, maybe under 3 minutes. That's what I'm guessing in the fourth quarter. As Devon Higgs knocks down that free throw, it is 80-66. We got a delay game warning. So Devon Higgs, 20 points, 6 of 8 from the field, 5 rebounds, 2 blocks. So, like I said, if Hawks don't pick him up, I think somebody is going to pick up Devon Higgs. He is balling this game. 20 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 blocks, shooting very efficiently, running the break quite well. Um, would not be surprised if he finds a home somewhere in the league where there's a two-way for somebody. It's going to be a blocking foul as Atlanta. Isaiah Wong wasn't quite able to get in front of Cleveland. It might be Henry Vassar who picked up the foul, honestly. Yeah, I'm not sure. I know it's a foul on Atlanta. That's all I know. Oh, we got a coach's challenge. I can't remember if the challenge started in the summer league or it started in the G League, but please, we don't need one right now. It's a 14-point game. Coach Lang, we just need this game to be over with. Quite hungry, Coach Lang. Please let this game be over in 30 minutes. That's a wide stance, brother man. I don't think your feet are within your shoulders. I don't think that's going to fly. That's a very wide stance, Chad. I don't think he. I think you got to be within your frame. But 14-point lead, Chad. It's cool, man. It's cool. We don't need this challenge. Coach Lang just, I don't know. He said, fuck it. We'll just go ahead and use that challenge. But it's been a good game overall. Devon Higgs, I believe he's a G League, one of the G League guys who's on the roster, on the summer league roster for the Hawks. He's playing quite well. There's multiple opportunities for a foul. Devon Higgs swipe. Henry Vassir kind of had his hands on his hip in the air, and then I think Isaiah Wong's what you call it? Ah shit. Isaiah Wong's feet were a little too wide on that block or charge attempt. But yeah, excuse me, no Flemings, no Asa Newell, no Zuby Ejiofor. Gabe Madsen, I think he's another G League guy. Well, he might be a undrafted player. Gabe Madsen, or Keyshawn Gilbert for the Hawks. So not quite the most enticing roster, but it is summer league chat. Can't really be expecting too much, but it's been good so far. It's been good so far. Atlanta is 1-1. They're looking to go 2-1. Finish probably second in the tournament. Memphis is currently 1-1 as well. Utah is the only unbeaten team. They beat Atlanta and they beat Memphis. So I think Atlanta definitely could have won. They ended up losing just by 1 point. But I think it was one. I could be mistaken though. But this game ain't over with. They could very much go 1 for 2. Oh my gracious. Why are we fouling right there? So it's a 10-point game. Let's see if these guys can hold on to a lead. I know that's pretty difficult. This is in general. So let's see if they can do it in the summer league. So yeah, that's a foolish foul right there. Why are we fouling? 80 to 70, 10-point game. My man is just in there for vibes, I guess. Memphis gets the one free throw to go as Cooper knocks it down. But it's been a good showcase for Vassar. Excuse me. Um, he has 11 and 4 rebounds. Jacob Toppins float no good. He can't get the tip in to go either. 80 to 71, chat. So Chris Middleton going back to the Wizards chat. 3 good for Memphis. It is now a 6-point game, 80 to 74. Atlanta just needs a bucket. Whoever can get it. Last minute 30. That's a travel, it seemed like. But Isaiah Wong gets it to go. 82 to 74. But Chris Middleton going back. So action in the free agency market. Well, trade and free agency market, I should say. So Chris Middleton going back to Washington, I guess. He must have enjoyed his time in DC. I mean, DC. Ooh, Jacob Toppin almost gets that tip dunk to go, but yeah, Washington could be a playoff team. I don't think they're going to be a contender, even with the addition of Trey Young and Anthony Davis. I think the Eastern Conference got better. It did not lose competition, and in fact, it definitely got better. I know folks are mainly focused on the Raptors, um, getting Kawhi, Philly getting Jalen Brown. I don't think Boston got too much better, but they got PG. So it'll be interesting times to see what happens. There we go. Cohen. Yeah. On his head, brother. Corn. Corhin. Excuse me. 28 to 10. Oh, I still don't know if I'm saying it right. 28 to 10 on the points off turnover battle. So Atlanta's done an excellent job in that category. Oh, Ellie. Ellie just too too close on the closeout. It's a 9-point game. They're gonna review that for a flagrant to see if he gave that shooter landing. I don't think he did. That's going to be a flagrant. Yes, he did. He closed out too reckless, as they would consider too reckless on that closeout. So he did not give the shooter space to land. So 86-77, 3:48 to go. Flagrant will be issued probably, and he made the 3-point shot too. So it's tough. But Ellie, we know what Ellie's capable of. I'm wondering if he'll be picked up by the Skyhawks. I don't know if he was ever let go, honestly. I don't know if he's still on a two-way though. So we have a review of a possible flagrant foul as Ellie Njai closed out too aggressively on the 3-point shot attempt. So we have, I think, the result, and we'll see what it is. 86-77, 3:48 to go in the fourth quarter. 9 point game. So it's a flagrant. It was ruled a reckless closeout, but ball don't. I mean, I can't say ball don't lie. It was a foul. So 86-77. It's Jay Porter. Did Jonte Porter create a new build? He played at Missouri too. Is that MPJ's brother? Let's go 86-77. 3.5 minutes to go. It's a 9 point game. See if Atlanta can close it out or will they sell the lead? Rejected by Memphis, and it's going to be Memphis basketball. Isaiah Wong couldn't corral that block shot as Lovering swatched that. I'm sure the starters for Atlanta are done. Nope, never mind. Henry Vassir coming back in the game, so I think Atlanta's looking to close this out with a dub. Be competitive. That's what you like to see. No matter who's out there, you always want to just be competitive, try to get the dub. You're not always gonna get the dub, but just as long as you're competitive, I don't think fans are gonna have an issue. If Atlanta were to sit their guys right now, I think it would be a little weird. But Basir getting some PT, as he's subbing back in the game. 86-77, 2:58 left in the fourth quarter. It's the last game in Utah for both of these teams, as all four of these teams who are playing in Utah will be going to Las Vegas. So they play July 9th. That's when the Vegas Summer League starts, kicked off by, I believe Atlanta might be the first game, if I'm not mistaken. It's at 4:30. Well, maybe not. It's going to start early. So 3:30 is the first game. 4:30 is the game time for the Atlanta Hawks. 4:30 p.m. Eastern time. So we'll have Summer League right back, right back on our streams as Atlanta's going to take on the Spurs. And then let's see, they'll take on Brooklyn. They play the Celtics, and then they play the Grizzlies again. And then the tournament will start. So we're already getting a look at one of the teams here. I'm sure they'll have Cam Boozer, Kareem Lopez, Cedric Coward. I don't think Jalen Wells will play for them. I don't know if he's still hurt or not, but I just don't think he'll. It's no use. He's pretty established. Can't think of any other young guys from Memphis that would play. But definitely Cam. Definitely all these guys. 5 years at Georgia Southwestern, so he probably was oh shit, he probably was not a G League guy, so that's interesting. Super senior though, super senior Devon Higgs, 86-79. Atlanta shooting 9 of 14 from the free throw line, 64% live from Vasir to Jacob Toppin. Oh my God, that was disgusting. Oh my God. Oh my God. That was disgusting. Henry Vasir just throws it up. Jacob Toppin just throws it down. Wow. 88-82. I don't think the Hawks can lose after that one. Vasir gets the pass, sets this ghost screen. Him and McNeely got a two-man action. Pull him out. Yeah, there we go. Get it. Ooh. Isaiah Wong caught the defense in the middle of getting back to his man and helping out. So great shot there by Isaiah Wong, 6 of 12. Polly, what's happening, brother? What is happening, bro? Oh yeah, Devon Higgs just continues his run. 22 from Devon Higgs in Atlanta. Catches fire. What's happening, man? What's happening? I'm doing well. I'm doing well on this Tuesday, just watching this summer league game. Henry Henry Vassar finds Jacob Toppin on the baseline, and Jacob Toppin rises up. Whew. Uh, Team looking good, man. Team is looking good. The Kingston Flemings, Zuby Edgeofor are not playing. Asa Newell is out as well. They are resting. It's the second game of a back-to-back, so they've elected to rest those guys. Kobe Johnson as well, Asa Newell, and Keyshawn Gilbert are out as well. Keyshawn is out with a hip, but other guys are out for rest. So it's looking good. 93-82, a minute 51 left in this fourth quarter. It's been a great game. It's honestly been a great game. Henry Vassar is holding it down for Atlanta, obviously making plays. He has 11 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. So it's been positive. Yeah, none of the big names for Memphis are playing. I'm sure it's going to be the same for the later game, Utah and OKC, because all 4 of these teams are going to the Vegas Summer League in like 2 days. So we'll get that showcased then. I'm sure they got to be ready for that. It's more of a tournament style Vegas, that aspect of Summer League, or I guess that tournament, I should say. So teams are just kind of resting, getting letting their guys rest for that. So nobody. What you mean? Oh, right here. I mean, it's still kind of summer league, but like for Utah, there's only 4 teams that I believe probably get like invited or choose to go. Um, and then you got the California Classic. I'm not too sure how many teams are there, but it could be just all California teams, honestly. Well, I think the Nets played over there, so I'm lying. Don't know what the California Classic is looking like, to be honest. But they did have California and Utah going. So yeah, they had a lot of teams over there in California. So I guess anybody who didn't go to Utah went to California. So they got Vegas. That's like the most popular one, I would say. Vegas Summer League. That's where all the players go. Hey, McNeely dagger. It's 96-82. Keeps it at a 14-point game. Yeah, Vegas is definitely the main one, which I mean, it's probably the biggest draw fan wise. I mean, not really too many folks are going to Utah to watch select number of teams play. It's like the whole league is at Vegas pretty much. So yeah, man, Pistons got rid of Karis LeVert for Torian Prince, or old Atlanta Hawk, not legend, but old Atlanta Hawk player. They're just recycling Atlanta Hawk rotation guys at this point. They had Karras. Now they said, nah, we want Torian Prince, the guy who knows how to rebound. Henry Vassir, oh, he left it at the rim. He was in between dunking it and laying it up, but yo, yup. Yup. 2-1, chat. 2-1. 96-82. But yeah, 2 seconds and Karis LeVert for Torian Prince and Gary Harris. Hey, Watch, Karis LeVert gonna turn up on the Bucks. He gonna carry. They gonna hate. Well, I, mean, I don't even think they own their pick, so they might. It might be a top four protected. I could be wrong. That's ball game, folks. 96-82. It was a great game. Atlanta started off strong, but Memphis didn't go down without a fight. It was a great game. 96-82. Oh man, Paul George in Boston. Ooh, you gonna turn up for like 10 games, but we'll see if he, we'll see if he can rewrite his narrative and be a positive up there in Boston. It'll be interesting, but yeah, maybe on 2K, maybe on 2K, but in this Eastern Conference, I don't know about that player. I don't know about that one. Yeah, facts. The right PEDs, I think Paul George will be back to playoff P, but yeah, without that, it is what it is. So Atlanta 2-1 for this Utah Summer League. It was a great Summer League start to Summer League, I should say. As Atlanta is taking their talents to Vegas July 9th, and that'll kick off the Vegas Summer League. Like I said, the first game for that one is 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time. So afternoon starts for those games. Thankfully, we'll have Summer League all day. So Atlanta plays at 4:30 p.m. Eastern. I'm sure all the guys will be in attendance and playing. Like I said, they probably just wanted to rest the main guys so they could be ready for Vegas, just off rip. So it's gonna be a lot of eyes on this Vegas Summer League. I think De'Aaron Peterson, Cam Boozer, AJ DeBansa, AJ and De'Aaron play. That's the first game for Utah and the Wizards, so it'll be a lot to tune in to. So Summer League is on the way. We will be definitely tuned in. We might do a Summer League marathon. Honestly, I'm thinking about it. So might do a marathon of Summer League games. Just lock in Hawks Pistons Summer League final. I don't even know who the Pistons got on their team, but chat. It's a good game, even though we were missing a lot of our guys. Probably if they do play. Well, honestly, I might. Yeah, I'm thinking about it, chat. I might do that. I might do a summer league marathon. Try to see how many summer league games I can watch in a day. It might be interesting. It starts on Thursday, so be locked into summer league. It'll be interesting, and we'll see what we can do there. But for now, I am going to sign off. I gotta get something to eat, chat. I'm starving. Like my name is Marvin Williams, chat. But oh yeah, y'all got a Ibuka. Y'all got Ibuka, Ugana, Onyinse, Onyinso. I feel you, Polly. I know it's late over there in Germany, but I greatly appreciate you tuning in, nephew. Have a great Wednesday tomorrow. I might be live tomorrow, but yeah, but I'm gonna go find something. Maybe watch One Piece or something. But yeah, Hawks get the dub. Not really too much to write home about, but shout out Henry Vassir. Devon Higgs dropped 20. Good stuff, but don't really know what all to take serious. But Paulie, I greatly appreciate you, nephew, following through. Little man, Evan, I appreciate y'all in the chat. Everybody who just tuned in, I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate y'all just watching the game with us, running them numbers up. So I appreciate everybody. YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, I greatly appreciate y'all. We'll be live Thursday, chat. We'll be live Thursday. I'm thinking about doing a marathon. I don't know for sure, but maybe Summer League is here. We got action all throughout the day on Thursday, so it'll be a good way to kick off the Summer League action in Vegas. But that's the end of Summer League for Atlanta. Yeah, no, bro, I know. I was looking at it 5:30 p.m. 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time. That is Pistons versus the 76ers, so might be interesting. might be interesting. So I'm thinking about it, chat. I'm thinking about it because I know a lot of teams will be tuned in. So because we got Utah versus Washington, the Kings versus the Clippers, and Warriors and the Mavs. So it'll be interesting. It will be interesting, chat. But I appreciate everybody once again. Y'all have a great night, and I'll see y'all maybe tomorrow, but Thursday for sure. I'll catch y'all later. Y'all have a great night, and I'll see y'all later.